Welcome to another check-in episode in our Delirious WEST 2026 podcast series, where we're following a brave bunch of runners as they take on one of Australia's wildest ultra trail events and generously bring us along for the journey to the start line. Today, we're catching up with one of our Delirious Bound legends to hear how things are tracking, the wins, the wobbles, and all the lessons in between. Let's dive in and see where they're at this month. Today on the Zen Run podcast, we are checking in with another one of our wonderful Delirious athletes to see how the training is going to the start line in April. Eve, how are you going?
Good.
Excellent. Well, we'll go now then.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Chat to you next time. Bye.
20 minutes. But we'll go now because that's all we need to talk about. All right.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, how good is it? What have you been up to that's made it so good?
I'll work in reverse. Last weekend was the 3-inch race. Oh. So 23 Ks from North Dandle up to Dwelling Up through the bush.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. I just had such a good time. I think I had a good time because I hadn't done 3-inch since I first got into trail running back in 2018.
Yeah.
And I'd done 6-inch a few times now. And I forgot how 6-inch I find really hard. So to do half the distance, I did. In my head, it was like I have to do half. It was so good. And so there's a hill called the Escalator that's everyone knows about, which is quite tricky. But doing that in the half, you're fresh when you get there.
Yeah.
So even doing that didn't seem as hard as what I remember it, because I remember doing it after, 30 Ks rather than 10 or whatever it was. So it was such a nice day. The weather was perfect. The course was new, so it was all under trees and little single trail everywhere, and the atmosphere down there was everything about it was just amazing. Yeah, it was so good.
And it wasn't hot.
No, it was and we started at 6:30 or something in the morning, so finished by, I think it took me 3.5 hours, which is better than I thought I would do. So that was really good, and it was nice as well because I didn't think I'd trained that well for it, but then on the day I felt really. Everything just felt good. Nothing, felt fresh. Nothing hurt. I didn't seem to run out of breath. We walked a lot of the hills, but even at the very end, I was like, this feels so good. It was
and
really
this
good.
is why I love to run. For these moments.
Yeah. I mean, and they're not all like that, but that day everything just fell into place. And I think
I love it. So
the build up to that from the last time we spoke is the week before that I didn't do it. I'd done I'd done a 16K up in Bibbleman Track. We started the Bibbleman Track Northern Terminus, me and Brian, and ran to the Camel Farm and back, which is 16 Ks, but it's really hilly.
Yeah. And
that 16 Ks took us 3 hours, and that was, I kind of wish I'd taken hiking poles with me actually, because I just forgot how hilly it was.
Yeah.
And it took me 4 or 5 days. My legs were sore after that. And I was thinking, in 2 weeks, I'm going to have to run 20. If it's taken us 3 hours to run 16 Ks, it's going to take us forever to run 23. But then we did 23 in 3.5 because it was just so much more runnable. So, and then I was sort of reflecting after 3-inch about how, I wouldn't say I found it easy, but it was not as challenging as what I thought. And then I kind of started thinking, well, maybe the training that I did do actually helped, because I train, but then I never actually put much thought into the fact that this is helping. It's just, I just do it because you do.
This is what I do. I run. And so that's what I do.
Yeah. So we did that 16K, and we'd done a 16K the week before out at Bickley, which was pretty flat as well. And that took us 3 hours or something. So we were going really slow. But then I said to Brian last week, I reckon those 2 runs must have done the trick, because 3-inch felt so good. So it got me all pumped actually for next year.
For Delirious.
Yeah, it really did. Just the people out there, and the little single trail,
the
and
community.
And Brian and I just chatted the whole time, and it was so fun. I fueled properly, I drank enough water. It's just everything just fell into place. It was great.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really good.
I reckon it was like a long taper.
Yeah. That's what we'll call it. Huh?
Really helpful to have a long taper. We should all take note.
Oh, it just kind of refreshed it made me realize that I probably only need to do one long run every week and a couple of shorter ones and some, like we've talked about this 1,000 times now. Like I don't need to do a huge amount for what I want to achieve.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm never going to win the race. I'm never going to be an elite athlete. So I just need to just be consistent. And I know the last few times we've spoken, my goal was just to be consistent and just maintain that base fitness.
Yeah.
And I must have done that because everything just like it felt really good. So so I've got this renewed excitement.
I love it. And you recovered well too, you said.
Yeah. Recovered better after 3-inch doing 23 Ks than I did after the 16K. Well, I say run, we pretty much hiked the whole thing. Just because I hadn't done very much hill training. So that was a good reminder. I probably need to do hill training at least, or hill repeats once a week or something. So I'll try and work that in. I just forgot how hard that bit was. And then we got lost as well.
That helps.
The Bibbleman track, I don't know how, you can't really get lost. Yeah,
stop it, I got lost.
But like the section that we did is so well marked, and we I just took a wrong turn, and then we ended up getting back onto the right trail because I kind of knew where we were.
Yeah,
and I said if we go down this way, we should link up with the right track again. But we were going down this really steep, horrible bit that wasn't even really a trail, and there was lots of spider webs, and I was like, I don't think this is right because I don't think these webs would be here because people would have gone through here already. Like we weren't particularly early. And we were, of course, so whoops.
Listen to your gut. That's a good example.
I'll get that out of my system before Delirious, but then I won't get lost during Delirious.
We were just chatting. I was chatting to John and, we just went right past a turn.
Yeah.
Kept going until we were phoned. You're on the wrong track.
Yeah, I did that. Like my pacer and I both missed a turn the first time and did a K&a-half down the track. And I don't know if your watch does this, but if mine's not, if I'm not exactly on the course, like if I'm 2 meters off where
the beeps or whatever.
So then I end up just ignoring it because I go, like it's beeping again, and so I'm just ignoring it, and then a K&a-half down, and we kind of looked at each other like, she hadn't seen a marker or like this doesn't feel right. We were miles off, so I had to trudge, and this is at a time where I was like pushing cut off as well, so I had to trudge a kilometre. It's a 3K extra when I was already tired and grumpy. It was no one's fault. It's just one of those things. But same thing. We were just chatting, and we just missed it. Like we just caught up, and
That's all right.
Lesson learned. Yeah,
I love those lessons. They're kind of fun and they're character building.
Yeah, good story. It's pretty easy to do though, even at 3-inch. Brian and I were chatting a few times, and because I have done 3-inch before, even though it was a new course, there was a few bits where I knew where to turn. Yeah. But Brian just would have kept running, and vice versa. Like he would have seen a marker and I would have kept running. So it's pretty easy to make that mistake. You just have to take your eyes off the course for a second and miss a marker.
Well, on the podcast over the years, it's often mentioned runner's brain too. Like if you add that to do on top of navigating, like there's not a lot of oxygen in our brain. It's all going to our limbs to keep us moving. And we don't always make the smartest choices because they seem very logical often at the time. Even when you're thinking about it, it's like, is that the turn? And then you don't always necessarily make smart choices as a result. We're not the easiest. Like I wouldn't want to be a race director, even though I am a race director, very much because runners don't make the cleverest choices as a rule once they're out there in the middle of an event.
I don't think I make clever choices generally anyway, so I'm probably
just
worse.
Imagine what yours are like then.
Terrible. The fact that I'm doing 100 mile next year, that's a questionable choice, isn't it?
That's right. That's where it started. The choice to do this.
To go back and do it after doing the 200 twice.
Again and again and again. No, I think it was very wise. That's only because it's a similar choice to what I've made. So, of course, I think it's a good idea.
We associate with people that make poor choices.
That's right. Who make us feel like,
we're normal.
Not that poor. That's right. Nikki and I did a little and so Ben, one of our boys, and Simon, my husband,
Yeah.
did a hike. Well, I'm calling it a trail run because we did run the down bits. It just wasn't that many down bits.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Nikki and I went off and did the running bit, and we left the boys to their own devices. And we were, I don't know what we were just talking about, but it was to do with the making choices, I think, and going up there into the mountain. And, oh, that's right. I knew if I kept talking, I would remember what it was I wanted to say. There was a young kid who sort of caught up to us, and he was running this bigger loop, so probably an extra 10K than we did, but so 3 times. Yeah, we did 21, and I think he would have done like 31.
Yeah.
And he was just like zooming past us, and then just sort of took off. And once we got back to the car park, and we must have started quite like an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half before him. We got back to the car park. I swear he turned up about half an hour after us. And it's like, wow, the degree upon which people could go out and do the same kind of thing, but do it different and like faster.
Yeah.
And he did the longer version of what we did and went through all this mud. And he said, I did lots of walking. I'm like, not as much as we did by a long shot.
But it's funny how everyone's version of what's an easy run and a hard training session is different, isn't it? Like for me, I ran this morning and did 7-minute Ks, and that felt really hard. Whereas, people go out and do 4-minute Ks, and that's just an easy run for them. So I don't really even get caught up in that anymore, because it's one of the reasons I hardly even go on Strava, because I just I find that I get too caught up in what everyone else is doing, and everyone else is faster and running longer, and then I get a bit like, oh, I should be doing more. So I just would rather
comparisonitis.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm aware of it, but I just don't know how to stop it. So the best way to deal with it is to avoid it. It doesn't mean I'm like not proud of people that do long runs and fast runs and stuff. And every now and again I'll jump on. I'll put 3-inch up on Strava. But yeah, I just not. It makes me just feel a bit like, oh, not doing enough. So, but I mean, that's the nature of, like, I'm comparing myself to other people on Strava. I guess if I was comparing myself to people that were just getting up and making breakfast and going to work, I would probably go on Strava, because I'd be like, well, I've done a 5K run and you've done nothing. Right. So that I feel
exactly. They're not putting that on Strava. I don't know why there isn't a Strava bit for the people who stay on the couch.
I know. That's what I need to make myself feel better.
It would be full. Like you would hardly see a runner, because it would just be full of people on the couch. There's a lot more people on the couch than there are.
That's what I've got to remind myself, actually. Yeah. Anyway.
We also have different, like you were mentioning, the 7 minutes a K, which I do all the time. And sometimes it feels like really easy, and sometimes it doesn't. But it's often because, like, especially now, I'm pretty tired. I just had 32 people here for Christmas, and then we had to race 2.5 hours, 3 hours away on Boxing Day and spend the night with my mum and do more family stuff. And then we had to race back. And the next day, Nicola dragged us up the mountain and just talked about that. Was yesterday. And today I'm sitting here talking to you. And then if I go out and do a run and it's like 7-minute Ks, and it feels like I'm doing 4.5-minute Ks for me, because it's hard. Yeah.
Well, remember last time we spoke about the mental fatigue as well, and how much that affects you, especially at Christmas. And it's not, like, for me, I'm on holidays now, so the mental fatigue is different to the work mental fatigue. It's just, I mean, and it's not even really mental fatigue. It's just there's a lot, like, I'm just doing a lot. Like, we're off to the beach today, and none of it's stressful stuff, but it's just stuff that's occupying my brain. So yeah.
And your body is also moving through the environment a bit differently at this time. Like, I'm eating a lot more sugary food during this period. Not to mention, God. I think I had more alcohol in the last 3 or 4 days than I would normally have over a week. So there's this, your body's dealing with, there's new adjustments, new normals, at least for this period.
Yeah, and I will just point out when this goes to air that everyone keeps laughing about the fact that I bring up wine, but you brought up alcohol this time, not me. So
you did. I haven't actually had any wine, I will say. My son made pina colada, and I've had a couple of other gin and tonics, and
I've been drinking a bit, but then we know that I'm going to start. In fact, I don't know if this might have come out since the last time we spoke. My work is doing a challenge for two months, like a health challenge, from like the 20th of Jan or something like that until the 20th of March, where you pay $50 and you get like a body scan at the start and then another
Oh,
body scan at the end to see.
that'd be fascinating.
Yeah. So then, because I was going to stop drinking anyway for Delirious in like start of Feb,
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'll just bring it forward like a couple of weeks or whatever, and then join this challenge because it tied in so nicely with the Delirious training. And then if I've got the support from work, I don't know what the challenge really involves, whether you get a meal plan or you get I don't know yet, but even if I'd love to win. Like
You would come up as I can, like we were talking before. Like Strava would be full of couch people if we allowed couch people to put stuff. So
yeah.
Can you imagine?
So I'm gonna do that next year. I'm gonna sign up and join that challenge. So
we're all rooting for you. What do you get if you win? Do you know?
I think you just take the prize pool. So you like everyone just chucks in money, and then I don't know if it's national or just I think it might be a national thing.
Wow.
And then maybe there's a state prize. Well, I don't know. I'm still new to the company, so I don't know. I've never done this before, but I'm pretty keen to
have a crack.
Yeah. Just because it fits so well anyway with what I was going to do. Like I was already going to try and eat healthier and stop drinking and get some strength training in. So I was like, well, now I've got more of an incentive because
you're already running.
Money on the table, and I'm already running. So
that's right.
Yeah. So then I feel I can load up on sugar and booze until no, I won't.
Well, like there is, I'm sorry, but not wanting to game the system or anything. However, if when you have your first body scan, it's not optimal.
Yeah, which it won't be.
But because you've loaded up now, and then you get your body scan afterwards when Delirious training's really kicked in.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be
Yeah, I think I'll enjoy myself for the rest of this week. Like I have been having lunchtime wines and cocktails and bits and pieces, but I don't often do that. Like I wouldn't normally do that. Well, I mean I would, but not to the
in holidays as well.
Yeah. And then I'm back at work next Monday, so I'm not going to stop drinking when I go back to work, but it'll be different. Like I'll be back to salads for lunch and stuff because I'll be back in that routine. So I'm just going to enjoy myself this week. We're going to go drive through coffee after this and get some morning tea and a coffee and head down the beach. And
it sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of the benefits of hosting Christmas. I've got 2 fridges. They are full.
Yeah, I bet.
Full of stuff. I was like, what am I going to have for dinner? I think I'll just have dessert.
You have dessert for breakfast.
A lot of dessert hanging around in my fridges.
It's 2 weeks of leftovers, isn't it, really, after Christmas?
It is.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And and I don't have I used to have 5 kids that lived here, and I don't they're all the ones that did come home for Christmas will be all gone very soon in the next few days, and we'll be left with all of this food and one child who's 22. But
leftovers for all of January.
That's right. I've got to use the freezer, I think. Anyway, that's a whole other story. Your next few weeks, your January, it's going to be hot, I assume, in Western Australia, because from over here we hear how hot it is in Western Australia.
Christmas Day we were roasting. It'll just go back to early morning again, really. That's fine. Let's get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's light, so just get my little 5K or whatever done before work. I don't think, I'm toying with the idea of joining a gym, but I don't know. I don't really
it might look good on your competition thing.
Yeah, we've spoken about this before, my hatred of strength training. So then I kind of thought maybe if I got a PT or I joined a gym or I had some sort of motivation to go and do it, then I would actually do it, because I know I need to like even just do half an hour a couple of times a week, but I don't. I don't know. I'll give that some thought over the next couple of weeks or so. It's funny, I was talking to one of the guys at work, like we buy coffee, we rotate who's buying coffee every week, and to get the 3 coffees for the 3 of us estimators is $18. And I'll do that, once a week, twice a week sometimes.
Yeah.
To join the gym is $22 a week. So my logic is like, well, $22 is so expensive. But then I'll go and like spend $18 on coffee without even thinking about it. I don't know why my brain can't like
do that little computation.
Yeah. So like maybe I just don't do the coffees and do the gym. I mean, I could do both, but like maybe take one thing away. Or I guess if I'm not drinking, I'm taking the wine away, so that's going to pay for the gym. Anyway, I'll think about it over the next
I don't think money is the reason.
No.
Even if you're telling yourself that it is, I don't think it is.
Yeah,
It's
deep
'cause
down I know it's that. Yeah.
you don't like it.
Yeah, hate it.
It's as simple as that. You need to find a way to like it, or not even
Yeah.
like it, but at least find some moments of, like with
Yeah.
running. Running's not always pleasant, but for some reason we keep going because we feel good at the end. Maybe focus on that and maybe that kind of thing.
I'll look into that, and then I'll see how that might tie in with the work thing as well, because I need to do some strength training for the work challenge because it's building muscle mass and stuff, and I won't get that from running. So
my coach sets me I usually have 2 sessions a week, which I mostly always do, of strength stuff.
Yeah.
But not always. We've got a tiny gym here, but she will actually set me a lot of body weight stuff.
Yeah.
And again, like you, I'll be like, oh, but that's it's going to be half an hour to an hour of just me, I don't know, doing planks and whatever, things like that. And I will, if I'm feeling like that, one thing that motivates me more often than not will either be to put something in my ears that I want, like a book or something that'll keep my attention.
Yeah.
Or I'll even put on like a show on my iPad while I'm doing it, because it just focuses me.
Yeah.
If I'm really not into wanting to do it that day, it just draws my attention away, and it becomes, I'm doing it because I'm not going to find any other time to listen to this or watch that or do something. So that's how I'm, cheat my way through some of those sessions and actually get them done rather than avoiding.
Yeah, I need to come up with a bit of a plan. I think I have an app on my phone where you can put in what muscles you want to work and how, like what beginner level or intermediate or how long you want to work for and stuff. So I might
kind of specific.
Still got that app, but we'll see. So, but I'll still just keep running a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
I haven't been getting up early because I haven't needed to, because I've had time.
Yeah. Although it's hot, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't run every day. I ran this morning, but I woke up at 6, and not because any alarm went off. I just woke up because I went to bed early last night. And the kids were both asleep, so I was like, well, I'll just get up and go for a run. So I did my little 5Ks. I've done a couple of little runs here and there, but I might just get up tomorrow and go for a nice long walk while it's nice and fresh in the morning, and get that done, and then I can chill for the rest of the day. And then January 5th, which we know is a very special day.
Start of everybody's work.
And your birthday. Then I'll get back into my 5 a.m. starts and back into routine and stuff. And then I think the kids will be away for a week at their dad's. So I might even be able to go after work if it's not hot, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Excellent.
I think I prefer to go in the morning just because it's done and it sets me up for the day. So
makes you feel good, doesn't it? Like it's a bit like making your bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I tick something off today.
Yep. Yeah.
No matter what else happens.
Something. So and to be honest, like I feel, I mean, this morning's run was pretty slow, but it was really nice outside. Like it was pretty windy, but it was good temperature, and there was not many people around, and
you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's just nice. Back for a cup of tea and some an omelette, which had like 3 double yolkers. So that's made my day. Really weird.
Sounds very lucky. Go and have a look for a 3-leaf. What is it? 3-leaf clover? 4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
Go look for a 4-leaf.
I've got 2 lotto tickets from Saturday night. I'll check them. Like,
gosh.
Yeah.
That sounds really lucky. I love that.
Yeah. Look, interesting day.
It's a great day so far. And then you got to come on the podcast as well.
Yes, I did. Yeah. And I had stuff to talk about, because last time I was like, well, this is going to be quick. We won't have anything to talk about. But I did a race. So, yeah.
I think we always have stuff to talk about, Eve.
Yeah.
We find stuff. Wine, usually. But we find stuff.
Oh, there might be some awkward silent moments from January 20th.
We're not going to talk about wine because you're not going to be doing it. And I'll have to avoid it because you'll be not doing it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's part of the challenge, isn't it? Like not having it while other people are still drinking around you. So and then I quite like that challenge.
In March, I'll be like, are you really looking forward to having your first wine when you finish Delirious?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't like it anymore after a few months.
Yeah, maybe. I got so much for Christmas though, like so many gifts from contractors at work. So my wine rack is full.
You can re-gift.
I could, but I won't.
You won't. I knew you were going to say that.
I like having the wine rack full. It looks nice.
It's really a decor decision.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Eve,
Yes.
best of luck
Thank
in
you.
your January training. We'll talk to you in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not too hot. The heat doesn't get in the way. I know I keep dwelling on that because here in Tassie we don't have to deal with it like you guys.
Yeah, it snowed the other day, didn't you?
Crazy. When on my walk yesterday, I was hoping we'd see some snow that hadn't already melted, but we didn't see snow on the ground. But when we looked in the distance on the mountain further away, there was snow on those mountains.
I was going to say that made the news. We're like sweltering through a 42-degree day on Christmas Day, and you guys got snow.
It was like 17 degrees. We had our Christmas on the deck, which was actually quite pleasant, really, because we didn't have, apart from a little bit of wind. Yeah, it wasn't too hot for everybody, and everything wasn't melting. But I did put blankets everywhere in case people got cold. I wasn't worried.
It blows my mind that's the same country, hey? Like we're so hot over here. I think January and Feb will be hot here, but that's no surprise. That's
pretty normal.
Just pretty normal. So just deal with it. And then, I mean, April probably won't be too hot down at Delirious, but at least if you train in hot weather, then you're prepped for it. If you do just happen to have one of those bizarre, unusually hot days, so
that'll be no good for us, but it'll be good for you guys.
Yeah.
Terrible for me if it was a hot day.
I don't think we will in April though. I think we'll be pretty. I mean, I've done it in October. The first year I did it was in October because of
was
COVID.
That the wet year? Something there was a wet year and a hot year and a whatever.
So I've done it in February and October. So I've done it in both cold. Like October was actually quite cold. There was times where I was shivering a lot and it rained. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then February was the opposite. I was warm.
I think I'd rather the rain and shivering than the real heat. It's hard to get away from, especially when you're out there. It's like
I don't know, and it's a long way between aid stations as well. So if it's hot and you chew through your water, you can get into a bit of strife. So I remember when I was pacing Amy one year, I know Sean had come and he did like an extra water drop on one of the like between aid stations because it was so hot. It was so hot because I remember. I think we ran into him just dropping some water off, just a big, container of water bottles and stuff. So, but I think April, I reckon we'll be fine. I think it'll be lovely.
As long as it was like the last event, was good.
Yeah.
That's good temperature for me.
Yeah, awesome.
Fingers
it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
It is. I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right.
And then soon we'll be able to say it's this year, not next year.
I know.
We're like days away.
It was like actually this year's event. Yeah, last event was actually this year, not last year.
Yeah, so next time we talk, it'll be this year.
That's right. Yeah. And it'll be like less than 100 days if it's not already. I haven't actually looked. I'm scared now. Anyway, exciting. Have fun. Enjoy. Putting a lot of Christmas cheer and holiday cheer away between now and the start of your challenge at work.
Oh, I will.
I'm sure you will. Have fun.
Thanks
you for sharing, Eve.
No worries.
Ciao.
Bye.
And that's a wrap on this month's check-in. A huge thanks to our athlete for sharing another honest look into what it really takes to train for something as big, bold and slightly bonkers as Delirious WEST. We'll be back with them next month for another update. So be sure to follow the podcast so you don't miss a step. Whether you're training for your own ultra or you just love dot watching with a cup of tea and a bicky, you're in the right place. And if you've got a mate training for something epic or needing a nudge to start, send the podcast their way. Catch you on the next one.